Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. This is a follow-up video on a 2012 Bolens production, November 2012. The issue with this one is the spark plug wire had a big gouge in it, and it was grounding out against the recoil. I couldn't put my hand on another coil, so what I did is use some Gorilla Glue, sealed up that crack, and then pushed the wire up a little bit. So that sealed part is under the recoil. So I use this Gorilla Glue once in a while. The first bottle I bought kind of froze up. If any air gets in it, it'll go rock solid. So I read online where you keep this in the freezer, which I do, and I've had this for over a year, and it's still quite soft. What you do is take it out of the freezer, let it unthaw for a little bit till it gets a little more movable, and then put it on whatever you're working with. Put this back in the freezer. I put it in a zippy bag, Ziploc bag, and put it on the door of the freezer. It keeps the glue from hardening. Air gets through the cap here and it'll harden the whole container. And it's kind of expensive, $4 or $5 for 2 fluid ounces. But the stuff is great. So I sealed the bare wire with that. I should have no issues. I switched out the tank with another tank I had ready. I have to apple cider vinegar this one. You put that in and leave it for a few hours, depending how rusty it is, and flush it out. It'll get rid of all the rust in the tank here. So I have yet to do that, but I will. It looked like somebody had already been in the carburetor. It had the sandwich set up with the diaphragm paper. Somebody had already changed that out. They had put another blade on it. I think they were messing around trying to get it going, and the actual issue was the wire here was grounding out. They had no spark. Upon putting the carburetor back, I had bench tested it, put a little fuel in it, and tried priming it. I was getting no priming action, so I took the bulb off and put another bulb on it. You can tell this one's kind of old and worn out. There's a lot of sun damage, so it was not pushing any fuel. So other than that, with this 2012 Bolens, that's all I've really done. Oh, the handle up here, I still have to put a bolt in the handle. It's got a 16 penny nail in there right now. I oiled up the safety brake cable. So let's try priming this, see if it's going to run for us, and then I'll take some pictures, advertise it for 100. That started easily, and I like the RPM. It seems like it's set at a good setting there, so this one's ready to go. Mr. Snake and I'll take some pictures and put this one up for sale. Ended up doing some spray painting, spray painted the head, the recoil, just get rid of that surface rust, make it a little more presentable. Spray painted the block. The deck, I'm not doing anything with that green. I don't have any green spray paint. Kind of washed off the wheels. Other than that, this is just a $100 unit. Like I said, I've been getting a lot of calls for the cheap units right now. Maybe it's the economy, middle of the season, I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to knock out a couple more cheapies today. Appreciate you guys coming out, checking this stuff out. Have a good day today.